smelling so sick. Have you smelled his head? I have, thanks.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You see, I got scared that fast. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS television review and recap. As I am here, Lou, with Keem and Scary Ghost Dog.
And Gizmo. Just back here minding his business.
As we review episode 3 of the new HBO series, The Baby. But first, Keem, how are you doing this evening?
I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm sick of being an adult. I want to be a baby. I'm sick of it. How you doing, Lou?
I'm fine. I want to be a baby, but maybe not this baby, or maybe this baby. Because I may want to be a murderous baby.
Little vengeance death baby ain't so bad. Like
exactly. So we're gonna get to episode 3, and this one is called The Bulldozer. And I'm not gonna tell you what I initially thought that actually said, but it definitely wasn't Bulldozer. I say, wow, HBO is getting risque.
I'm logging off.
So this episode opens up kind of where we ended episode 2 with Natasha and creepy old lady. But here they are in Natasha's apartment, just staring at the baby as the old lady begins to talk to Natasha about killing the baby. What did you think about this opening game and this creepy old lady who we still haven't gotten a name from this old lady yet?
No name.
But just her like, you need to kill him and kill him now.
The baby needs to die. What I thought was interesting was like a couple of hours ago, Tosh was ready to leave this baby in the middle of a cornfield and piece the fuck out. And now the old lady is like, you got to kill this baby. You got to kill this baby. And Tosh is like, it's a baby. I can't kill a baby. Like, and then all of a sudden she's indignant when she's like, you left the kid in a cornfield. Like,
ma'am, you left him in a trash can. You are not allowed to feel.
Brenda. Like, but then like Brenda, she's like, I mean, I went back. I got the baby. What? I'm not that terrible, right?
Yeah,
but it's just it's interesting because it feels like this baby probably like wreaked havoc on so many lives.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching Ghost Dog in the background.
And okay, would you like to get down? Is that what's happening here?
I didn't know if he was like, hold up, you got that wrong. Look, the baby did
this. Yeah, like but it seemed like all the women that this old lady has like come upon has been like, you got to kill this baby. And they're all like, no. So she's like, all right, well, give me back my thumb drive.
Exactly. And that's what
save it for the next one.
I guess she has a change of heart when she sees herself with the baby on a computer screen. Is like, oh, maybe I don't want to be one of these other. I don't want to be part of the slide when she gets to the next woman. Like, in this bitch here,
right? This is gonna be me. And the way the old lady was like, look, you're gonna keep this baby. It's gonna suck all the life and the joy right out of you. It's gonna use you up. It's gonna spoil all your friendships, which is interesting because what's her friend name? Mags.
Yep.
Like, that's kind of what Mags is going through, where
exactly she
her baby friends are being assholes. And,
oh my god, I can't wait till we discuss that Prosecco sipping crowd of mothers there. But next up, we get the first introduction of Bobby, which is Natasha's sister, and we get her with her. I was going to call her wife, but I'm going to say her lover. Because I don't know, they didn't say what she was.
It sounds more mysterious when you say lover.
Exactly. As we see them put together a cute little video for adoption. Not much to talk about there. It was cute and
just magical lesbians. Yeah.
hey. The world can't have enough magical lesbians. I'm just letting you know now.
Facts. Yeah, absolute
facts. That's a great thing to have. But next up, we get, as the old lady tells Natasha, hey, for us to get rid of this baby, as Natasha finally comes around to maybe that's the way to do it, we have to get the baby asleep. And they realize they don't know how to put a baby to sleep.
This baby, like, which then had me thinking, like, has the baby just been up this entire time?
Exactly. When have we
Like,
seen a baby sleep
we
so
haven't.
far?
We saw Tosh sleep and she slept with a butcher knife, and then she woke up and the baby was still just sitting there like, what's up?
Like, I'm good.
If you need to sleep longer, cool. I'm gonna just sit here and stare at you. Maybe go kill some people.
Exactly. And here they decide to contact Mags and ask her how did she get her daughter to sleep, and that's when we get the mysterious bum bum.
But
And then we get the adventure leading to getting the bum bum as Natasha says, you know what, we just need to get in the car, go to her, get this thing so we can put this baby to sleep so we can kill this baby. In the process of going through all of this and meeting up with Mags, we get to, I'm going to call them the bum bum baby mother group here of
oh,
just
the
mother.
cult.
I swore that the moment I saw this scene, I said, Keem was right. This is a big ass allegory about motherhood. Because boy, this is I will never know what it feels like to be a mother because I don't have the parts for that.
Same. I got the parts, but that door is, it's like this close to closing. So I'm living vicariously through my younger, more fertile friends.
There you go. But this one, it just set up as she's now encompassed around all these mothers, and she clearly feels like the outsider here.
Mm-hmm.
And also, she kind of sees that maybe while her friend is in this group, her friend doesn't really want to be in this group,
Like
and she's
I'm
using this group as a crutch of some form.
well, that and like, you're supposed to be my best friend, but I go over to your house with my baby and you're upset because the baby had to come, then I still have to like do the mom thing. So now I have to hang out with other people who at least understand what I'm going through, but also I hate them.
Yes,
But
exactly.
it's like
And
high
here,
school all over again.
oh man,
Oh.
it was with the babies. It's like, oh wow. But in this whole scene, as we get these rampant bunch of tax write-offs just running around everywhere, we also see part of the issue that Tosh has is that even in this scene, you could tell she kind of cares about this baby. That she's growing to care about this baby, even as she's trying to put the baby to sleep as they get the magical bum bum, which is nothing but I'm assuming a bunny that sings a nursery
Sings.
tune that puts
Mhm.
babies to sleep. And just as she gets the baby to sleep, this little asshole comes around.
Ooh. Mm.
Hey, with the balloon. Not only first he comes around with the balloon, but at the same exact time, for some odd reason, in a party full of kids that could possibly fall asleep, they decide to play the loudest possible party music at that time. It. I'm just gonna ask this, King. How many mothers would you have punched in the face if that was you?
Several. Several. And I wouldn't hit a kid because it's not my kid, but I would have pushed that little over. Like,
Hey, the moment he kept on playing with the balloon, and he said,
just
"I would leave that
smacking
baby
the
alone."
baby in the face with the balloon. Like, do you want to die? And she told him, like, you're gonna keep doing that and you're gonna die.
Yeah, this baby will kill you. Like,
Because
you keep
yeah.
on doing that. But then we get to my favorite moment of this entire scene, and that is when the Karen mother of the group decides to tell Natasha because of the baby waking up, the baby crying, and Natasha kind of yelling at the kid for actually harming the baby,
Mm-hmm.
that
You
the
need to
crowd
leave.
was her baby was making everyone else uncomfortable. She didn't even say she was making it. She
Your
said your
baby.
baby is making everyone uncomfortable. And here, as Natasha again struggling, allegory for motherhood, single mother, as this woman gladly brings up how much a male baby should have a male influence.
I mean, just unsolicited. Nobody asked for your opinion or your advice on this. And like, okay, the baby is making you uncomfortable, but you made this poor woman feel so uncomfortable from the moment she walked in. Like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, you're a mom too. Where's the father? Oh my God, it might not even be a dad. I mean, it could be a mom. I don't know. How silly of me. And like, and then just going off on this tangent that nobody asked for.
Exactly. And in this instance, as she's struggling to get the baby out, Natasha, and she's attempting to put down her stroller, the white woman decides to intervene, and then the baby decides to intervene and proceeded to chop off her finger
With that
with
old
the stroller.
ass, rusty ass stroller.
That omen stroller.
It was the stroller from the Omen. And why did the old lady just have this Omen stroller in the back of her car?
Exactly. But after that scene, and after the baby's chopped off, we get another introduction as not Mags, I'm sorry, as Natasha leaves with Mags and gets a text from Bobby saying, "I need you, come right away."
Yeah.
And her thinking that one, her sister's finally contacting her, "You need me, I'm here to help." She arrives at Bobby's house and realizes that not only does she not need her, Bobby is in the most awkward interview
It's
for
terrible.
adoption. What did you just think about that setup? Because that felt like a lot of the classic British humor that you get with
That
the whole setup of that interview for the baby.
as someone who hates feeling like second and third hand embarrassment, I was just over here like, I would die. I would die. I would just be like, you know what? Never mind. I don't need a kid. Please just go. Never mention this again. um, and then the fact that like her partner, wife, I
Lover.
love her lover. I think I heard oh, what's her name? She used to be on Reno 911 and she's on Niecy Nash.
Niecy Nash. Yeah.
I heard her refer to her spouse as her husband.
Yep.
So like
I have a friend who says that actually. She calls
this
her wife her husband.
this person who's like supposed to be there because y'all are supposed to be adopting this baby
Mhm.
together, like she's late, like she's not, and you're trying to like carry this all on your own again, like kind of going back to motherhood
Good. Yep.
of
Mhm.
sometimes you have to do this shit on your own because your partner
Sometimes you
might
gotta
not be
wing it.
there.
Yep. Sometimes you have to wing it. You're gonna have no choice but to wing it.
But
And here she attempts to wing it, which is
yeah.
funny.
I could not laugh. I absolutely could not. And then
Mm.
Taj comes in and makes it all the worse because it's like, your sister is in here like trying to adopt a baby and trying to make the best impression possible. And instead of just either sitting there and being quiet or lying and making like you guys had the fluffiest, happiest, childhood, or it wasn't great, no, but I think we both came out pretty well. Like she's just in there like, no, our mom was shit. I had to take care of her and
She was
everything
ungrateful.
sucks. Yeah, she was ungrateful. She dropped out of college to become a clown entertainer and like cut her a
Like,
break.
and all Bobby could do at that time is want another nut.
And then magic tricks.
Yeah, which was the saddest moment of the show. I really felt for her in that moment because she's trying to do something that she's been practicing with her partner to do in front of this woman to show like, hey, this is how much we love each other. We would love to have a baby together. And instead it just becomes so awkward and desperate in a way.
Mhm.
And right after that, we get her picking up the baby, and we can see. And I was hoping at that moment, like the woman would be like, "Oh, look at you! You're so wonderful with children. Yes, I'll give you a baby. Yes, these babies that no one wants, we'll give you one." Like he was hoping that that's what the woman would say. As unfortunately, we transition really quickly because Bobby does the impossible. She gets the baby to go
To
to
go
sleep,
to sleep, yes.
and
And
that's
let us not forget there was a severed finger.
oh my god. And the way she played that, the way Bobby played that off. Even Natasha, this is the only time they work together
The only
to
time
do
she was a
anything.
decent sister where she was like, "You gotta show him the finger trick," and then Bobby is there like improv just like, oh, love me, finger lost. Like, okay, all right. You
Look,
didn't
it's
have to
just
put it in your
gelatin.
mouth
Ugh,
though.
it's like,
That feels incredibly lifelike. Oh, yeah.
but here we get Tosh and the old lady as they get the baby back to the apartment and proceed with the plans to kill. And again, Natasha just that lovable face at this point. How could you kill that lovable
It's
face?
a sleeping baby. I mean, I get it. Like, you're on a plane, there's a screaming, crying baby, and you're just like, oh
Mhm.
my gosh, somebody please shut that baby up. But then, like, you walk by and the baby's sleeping, and you're like, okay, I understand. Look at that
Exactly.
angel. How could you be mad at that face for, too long?
It's kind of like what one of the mothers said actually at the party when she said, "Oh, are you having those thoughts also about swinging your baby against the wall?" She said the other day she wouldn't stop crying. All I pictured me doing was swinging her against the wall.
Like, but I didn't.
So here, that's when we get into the battle between the old
Brawl.
lady and Natasha as they get into a fight over what to do with the baby. Now, I'm not going to talk about this quick interruption from Bobby, as again, she just trying to be the perfect sister. Like, you got this baby, I'm here to help if you need help.
And you forgot your finger.
And you forgot your finger, and I put it in a nice plastic bag so it can stay fresh, just in case someone needs to reattach it. But
Nah, the heifer don't get her finger back.
with this big moment of this big fight, we then see again Natasha come to the realization that again maybe it's just better to get rid of the baby. What did you think just about her first fighting so hard to not have this baby killed, and then again that transition where she goes to like, okay, maybe it's for the best for this to happen.
Right. Like, wait a minute. This is a demon vengeance baby.
Yep.
Um, my first annoyance was the old lady handing her the knife, like, here you go, you kill the baby. And I'm like, why can't she kill the baby? Like, clearly you and this baby have history. Why are you like trying to push this off on top? Like, you're really gonna make her do this. You see she's already like struggling with it. But then, for her to be like, all right, I'll do it. I'll kill the baby. Um, and yeah, that all out brawl, like y'all are really fighting over
Killing a baby
killing a baby. Like, this is not like the action scene I expected
from the
ever.
show.
Not from this show. Um,
But then when it comes to the realization, it's Tosh. I guess she at that point she has the flashbacks of
mhm.
all the bodies that the baby has laid in its wake, and her then coming to realization, maybe the baby has to die
That baby needs to.
for the greater good. In the charm
Oh,
reference,
like
why
she,
it has to die.
right. Flashbacks to all this baby's old work. Like, just because I was like, even myself, I'm like, is she under the baby's spell
That's
now?
what I thought for a minute, that was possibly part of the issue, is that the baby had controlled her. Like possibly he had to do to other mothers, as we saw from the black woman with the braids and the way she looked at the tree while she was holding the baby. She didn't look happy to hold that baby at all.
No, no, like somebody please, I could throw this baby.
Exactly.
Like, but no, it's a baby, and you can't do that because that's
Murder.
frowned upon within society. Um, yeah, but
You
I
can't.
don't want to say this sentence. I'm glad that she came to the realization that what needed to be done needed to be done. Because again, I don't know what it is, but it's not a human child. Like, it's just sucking the life out of people for decades,
Exactly.
maybe centuries. Um,
I mean, it's just hard to say. Law Roach popped into my head when I thought they was going to kill a baby. When you did what
what
needed
needed to be
to be
done.
done. But here, after they make the decision, yes, we're going to have to kill this baby. Magically, the baby has disappeared.
And you know what? I was just like, the baby must have crawled out the window, but it's I felt like so stupid after a minute because like once the realization hit me, her sister took that baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shit, Bobby, no, that baby gonna kill you, girl. You in danger, girl.
Yeah.
This is the theme. It's the theme of this show.
So, what are your final thoughts on episode 3, the Bulldozer again? Oh, HBO with this name of this show.
Dozer. It, once again, just these moments of like shock and awe and frustration and empathy of like, damn, like when Mags kind of had that breakdown and was like, you think this is what I want to be doing? Like I'm miserable. I'm tired. I don't get to sleep. I have this baby with me all the time. And Tosh kind of getting the realization of, oh shit, I'm kind of going through the same thing. I can kind of see where my friend is like struggling here.
Yep.
But then still being an asshole about it because I'm trying to kill this baby. So yeah, I'm not trying to keep this one at all. This, you know, you stuck with yours because you like yours.
Exactly. But... And kill it right before the Supreme Court makes it unfair. But
and then seeing all of the totems that the old lady had in her car, like from every different like belief system and religion. So I'm just like, what?
Or even when she went down the line with Tosh and explained how every mother died. Like that was a heck of a moment.
The straw to the eye.
Exactly. Like, listen.
What?
Yes, demon baby, you must die. But I guess it's going to be very interesting next episode. If, let's say, Bobby didn't take the baby, I thought no matter what, the baby would end up with Bobby.
I feel that way too.
Like the baby's going to pick her as the better mother.
I don't think the baby will. I think though that she is very much like she's so baby focused. This is almost one of those steal the baby from the delivery room things.
Lifetime movie, Bobby.
Yeah. So she just feels like she's probably going to kidnap the baby and like because clearly Tasha doesn't want it. So I'm doing her a favor. She'll be thanking me. This is like a win-win situation. She still gets to see it. I get to be a mom. This will be great. And I think the baby is going to be like, nah, I'm trying to be back with her. I wasn't done sucking all the life out of her yet. Nobody has ever escaped me. Exactly. She's not getting out of this alive. What are you, crazy? I'll kill her. Then I'll come back and kill you. But there's an
exactly. I need the first mother to die. Right. I can have you, Auntie Mommy, and then I can kill you.
I am somebody who believes in finishing what I started. So, except for like growing up into adulthood.
Clearly, because that's never going to happen. He's been a baby for 80 years at this point. But thank you all for tuning in to our review recap of The Baby, which you can catch at 11 p.m. right after the episode airs. Peace, people.
Falling out the top of the I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline. Ain't nothing on my mind.